Greetings. It's only been a couple of days since I made that bonus Tree Talks episode over here by the Miracle Sisters chestnut. And since then, so much has happened that I've decided to make another episode as the conclusion to the series from this area, which, as you can probably see, now has a bit of a scorched earth vibe to it, because this is the conclusion of an ongoing effort of mine for a few years now to get this area cleared out so that it's easier to spot those fallen chestnuts. This morning I found 2 viable chestnuts. And yesterday I found the first one. This is incredible because it's a full 2 weeks earlier than ever before. This has been a really good season. And so anyways, yesterday is when I completed the clear out here for at long last, after 3 years of working on it. And when I came here this morning to look for chestnuts, I was struck by the beauty of this spot. It may not seem beautiful to you, but there's something about this that appeals to me, and it dawned on me as I was admiring it while I was looking for nets, and of course I found them. And in that excitement, it dawned on me the beautiful feeling that I was experiencing. This is my Zen garden. And this is where it's interesting, because the very first episode of the Tree Talk series, if you saw it, was shot partially in an area closer to the house, far, far back there, or up there, depending on how you look at it, where I wanted to have a Zen garden. And over the years, the struggle over there just got more and more futile because nature would not submit. That area is just too fertile. And meanwhile, I didn't even realize it, but right here, because of my efforts for the Miracle Sisters, and it just turns out that this area is amicable to that because we're on the edge of the vernal pools. And up here, we're about 4 feet above the water level. And so it's very dry here and shaded from all the trees. It's just perfect. As you can see, I managed to clear it. And then it just dawned on me, this is my Zen garden. And I even had my makeshift bench that I'm sure you've seen if you've been watching my various series, where I have already been meditating. But somehow it just never connected to my little monkey brain that this should be the Zen garden until today. And so how fitting is it that it's come full circle, so that what began with the intended, and let's think about the Zen aspect. I realize this isn't a Zen series, but it just shows to go you that even when I was thinking about a Zen garden, I was suffering from expectations because I had pre-decided where it was going to be, and Mother Nature had different ideas. And so here we are now, wrapping up the entire series, 51 episodes later, at the proper Zen garden, which just happens to be at the most special spot in the whole forest where the Miracle Sisters chestnut tree is. And so I'm filming this special moment while I take this blue limber spruce that I acquired specifically from my great friend Darren at Whistling Gardens for the Zen garden. And I had it waiting patiently in a different spot where it was struggling. I had to work hard to keep it alive. And now I'm going to plant it at long last, after all these years, in the Zen garden, as it was meant to be. And so here we go. Now, I want it facing right here, so that bin was in the way. Nice, nice. It's even standing at a good angle, not drooping too much. And now it's just a matter of pushing in all this wonderful loose forest soil, which is based on sand, because everything here is sand, but it's so rich. Humus from so many years of decay of leaves and other plants that have died. Rich, beautiful soil. The opposite of what it was struggling in out front, where it's just pure sand. I'll do a better job of this later. I'm not going to waste too much time on this episode monkeying around with the soil. Plus, we should be getting some rain soon. I think we're finally going to start getting some fall weather, because it's incredible. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and it's still so warm, too warm. But it's all good. It's all great now. Okay, I'll tend to that some more later. For now, I'm going to sit here for a moment and bask in the beautiful coincidence of it all. One might say that it's fate. So on that note, the series is ended. I hope that it has inspired you to at least spend more time in the forest. And at the very least, to appreciate how lucky we are to still have what precious little we do, as society is well on our way to destroying pretty much all of it. It's never been more important. Here's the final message of the series. It's never been more important to be a private forest owner. And if you have it within your means, consider purchasing some woodland of your own. And you too can be a steward for Mother Nature. I wish you well.